Welcome to the Risk Taker Podcast. I'm your host, Ebens, man. How you guys feeling today? I hope you guys feeling amazing, have an amazing week, have an amazing weekend, man. Each day that God give you, go out there, bless somebody with your skill, with your gift, man. Gigi, how you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling good. Always
My
good
co-host,
to be
my
back.
co-host in the building.
Always good to be back. Thanks for having me back.
No problem, no problem. Let's
You
get
looking cute.
Thank you. You too. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Man, let's get to this episode.
Welcome to the Risk Taker Podcast, made for those who've taken the leap and those who are ready to bet on themselves and chase their dreams.
All right, so we're gonna be talking about giving back, right? Everybody wants to build an empire with their partner, but the real question is, what are you giving back together? What are you giving back? Because it's not just about money, but time, love, and energy, and that's when everything gets stronger. If we always say that if God bless you, you gotta be able to bless others.
Be a blessing, dollars, yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about that.
Give back. It's one of my favorite things, giving back.
Yep.
And a lot of people think that, when you give back, it's always monetary, like you got to give money, which is good. Don't get me wrong. But there's other ways you can give back. You can give back through mentorship. You can give back through your time. You can give back through your energy. You can give back by even just producing content that you don't know who it's inspiring. And I know one thing for us too is when we first started our first company, we knew from the beginning that we were going to be a community-focused business, and we wanted to give back. And I always tell the story of how we accidentally started a nonprofit,
A nonprofit foundation.
Foundation, yeah.
Yep.
So we accidentally started it. It was something that we've been doing, and then somebody was like, "Yo, you're already doing it. Why don't you become a 501c3?" And that's what we did. And it actually came from the midst of COVID-19, which is like 6 months into starting our company, and the whole world shut down, and we saw that there was a need, and we partnered with another organization. We were handing out masks and gloves. I mean, like every single weekend, we were out on the streets while everybody was indoors, and we were handing out masks and gloves. And then from there, you had this brilliant idea.
It's a brilliant, just giving back, because as we grew up, and as people know from our podcast, we both are immigrant. We came from different places where we didn't have stuff growing up. We didn't have, I'm gonna say that again, growing up, we didn't have stuff. Like when it comes to Christmas, when it comes to birthday party, certain things that we didn't have. But if God put us in a position, that for us, God bless us for us to give back. I guess it's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
And came up with this idea, like let's do every year. Let's do a book bag giveaway where we give book bag out to the kids. We came up with the toy giveaway just to bless other family with that.
Yeah. And that's something. And at the time too, we didn't have a lot of money, and we just worked with what we had.
Yeah.
Work with what you have. And we know for us, like I said, there's different ways you can give back. We know for us, we didn't want to be the company that writes the check.
Yeah, and there's nothing
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Writing the check. There's some people that write the check.
Yeah, we okay with
there's nothing with that. From the beginning, we said, no, we're gonna be.
We wanted to be hands-on.
Hands-on.
That's what we wanted.
But we want people to see that we hands-on. There's a lot of foundation out there where people just write the check. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes,
nothing wrong with writing
trust
the
me.
checks.
We love it when you write the check.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But for us, it was like, let's be.
We wanted to be hands-on.
No.
We wanted to make everything simple. And, fast forward now, we had our book bag giveaway, our annual toy giveaway, where we've served the community. And that's just not the only thing that we've given back. That's what we give back through our foundation. Yep. But also, too, even speaking at different schools, and offering mentorship. So that's the thing. I think once a lot of people who are in business, don't forget that factor. Like you've been blessed. Don't forget to give back to the community that's pouring into you. And you have that choice of how you want to give back, what you want to give back, who you want to give back to.
Yeah.
But be a blessing, because it's so fulfilling, as a giver too, just to be able to give back.
Hey fam, it's the Dynamic Duo.
And we got something special for you.
It's the collaboration that you have been waiting for. The Dynamic Duo plus OWIG Apparel.
We dropped the OWIG Experience swag bags, and it's crazy.
You're gonna get our book, Building from Scratch, the companion workbook, this luxurious risk taker hoodie, and an exclusive OWIG shirt.
It's not just stuff in a box. It's the mindset. It's that reminder that you built from scratch and still keep going.
And there is a special message from us inside, so make sure to scan the QR code.
And go to owigapparel.com and grab yours today.
The Dynamic Duo,
OWIG Apparel,
the collaboration you've
been waiting for. We are thankful for what we already have, and to give back, you gotta have a conversation, especially if you're in business together. You gotta have a conversation. Okay, how we gonna give back? What we gonna do as a couple? Because it might be, we're just gonna write a check. It might be mentorship. It might be giving you time. But as a couple, you gotta have that communication. Okay, how we gonna do that? And you could start small. Some people, if you're gonna write checks, some people save throughout the year to see how much they would give to foundation, to other nonprofit out there. So you just gotta find ways, but have a communication.
Yeah,
which is like, here's how we're gonna do it. I think that's
have that communication. I think in the beginning too, like even when you're planning your business or your companies or whatever, even if you're working with somebody else and stuff like that, have that conversation. Okay, what can we do to give back? Who do we want to give back to? What factors that we want to take to give back? Because that conversation is very important, because sometimes in the relationship you may have one person who's all into giving and the other person is not. and then you got some problems.
Yeah. And also, to some people might say, no, man, I'm not in a position right now to write a check. I'm not in a position, my business is not in a position to do that. But what other ways?
Yeah. Because if you're not in that, like you said, giving back is not always monetary. If you're not in that position, there's different, you can volunteer.
Yep.
That's a huge thing, because I'm so blessed and so thankful for our volunteers, because when we first started, it was just you and I. It was just you and I setting up, breaking up, purchasing, packing the bags. We had a 2-year-old son stuffing the bags with the book bags, and then we have the volunteers who said, hey, I may not be able to write that check, but I can give you some of my time. And even through that, it's created like a family too. So there's so many different ways to give, so you shouldn't hold you back, say, I'm not in the place right now to give, because you can be creative with it. Mm-hmm. And another thing too is get your team involved, get your team involved, get your spouses involved, because it's not always about like keeping score, because like once you get your team involved and you get that creative juice flowing and you have the different people having different ideas and stuff like that, that's when you're creating a bond within your team, within your partner, to have everything involved. Hey, what can we do this year? Who can we give to this year? Where can we volunteer? What content can we create that's going to go and help? Like, don't do this by yourself. Like have your team involved. And also the most important thing is, no matter what you are giving back, do it without expectations. I think that's a major thing too.
That's a big thing, yeah.
Yeah, because people always expect things in return, Yeah. I'm a firm believer, what's for me is for me. Yeah. And if you're doing it with expectation of, okay, if I do this, then, I'm going to get this client, or I'm going to get this return, or then your motives are wrong.
So just give freely. I remember it was 1 month, and we had that a little revenue of $100. We invest that. We put that seed into the community. We had $140 something in revenue for the
During
month
COVID.
during COVID. We took that money. We could have done something.
There was bills to be paid.
Now with that money, there's some stuff that you could pay
But
with.
there's a lot of things that could be done with that $100. Yeah.
But we took that. We put a seed, like we put a seed into the community, and throughout the years, that seed that we planted.
It's Ebens, host of the Risk Taker podcast, and this episode is sponsored by OWIG Apparel. If you've been building, grinding, and betting on yourself, it's time your wardrobe match your mindset. From the bold Risk Taker hoodie to the signature Dream Chaser tee and jogger set, every piece is designed to remind you why you started. Head over to owigapparel.com and use code RISKTAKER to get 20% off of your order. Because when you work in purpose, your clothes should speak before you do. Let's get back to the episode.
It grew.
It grew.
It grew.
You know, it grew from volunteering, some people are writing checks.
Yeah.
You know? I remember it started with us. Like,
Yeah.
anything that you're doing, we always say that it starts with you. For other people to come
It started with you.
come write checks to your organization, to come volunteer to your business, to come whatever you do, it start with you, because you're the one that have the vision.
Yeah.
It start with you. Other people gotta see that
Yeah.
you gotta see that you make the investment.
Yeah.
Which we did. And it was hard at that time.
It
you know?
was. Because it was, like I said, it was just you and I, and it was our money that we were putting in.
Yeah.
You know, like it was us wrapping the toys. It was us doing all these things. And I think it was another business partner too.
Mhm.
We went to him and we were like, let's chip in.
Yeah.
So it was us, like there was no, like we purchased all the toys. It was coming from us. At one point, I don't think we could even say we were running late on our rent when we leased. I didn't get think of our landlord, you know, but to buy the book bags, you know, but when people see these things, a lot of people came on board and say, hey, we want to help. We want to help. We want to help. And that's why we fully made it. We went formal. We fully made it into a 501c3.
Yeah.
So to give people opportunities to help too as well. But sometimes you just want to start out with you.
Start with you.
Do what you can do.
Yeah, and you don't have to go in debt or anything like that. Just start with you. Plant that seed, and that seed will grow, man. Like, you wanna be an example for your kids. If you have family, you wanna be example for other people, because other people don't see that if they can do it, we can do it too.
Yeah.
You know, giving back. And it doesn't start as little as you want. As you want, man. And the joy that we get, man, like, especially when it comes to the kids, man, you see the joy in the kids' face, the family face there. Because we know there's some people out there, they just don't have the opportunity.
Yeah.
No, they don't have it. So if you're in a position, just go ahead and do it, man. Like, we bless people. There's some stuff that we don't boost ourselves. Like, no, but we bless since we started it's been 1,000.
Over. Oh, I was saying close to 3,000. Over, yeah.
3,000 families, no, that we've been blessed. No, but it started with us having a conversation, with us saw something that we could plant in our community. And it grows, man. Now, and just seeing, every time of the year, man, when we do the book bag giveaway, just seeing the kids smile, and it's a tour giveaway. It's like, it's just like people smiling.
And you get to see the same people every year too, because regardless, we don't care.
We don't care if you come back.
But you know, we don't care. We have people driven
for hours.
just to come, just for that celebration, to see the kids grow up, and
and love it. Yeah, and it makes us happy, because we know coming up we didn't have these things, man. Grew up in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to Christmas, when you're going back to school, like, you don't have these things. Your parents doesn't have those opportunities, you know. And like I said, we gotta put us in a position. We're gonna do it, man.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. And
We're
we're gonna
gonna do
give
it.
back. And what we did too, we include our kids in it too.
Yeah.
Now we tell our kids, like, the importance of giving back, the importance of volunteering. These are because you could pass. This is the kind of stuff that you could pass on to your kids, like the power of giving back,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that they involve in it also too.
Yes. Yes.
So it just brings joy. It just brings joy, man. Like you
Yeah.
bless families, man, and you be an example.
Yeah.
For your community. So hands on. That's
how
we
choose
that's
to do
how
it.
we choose to do it. Some people used to write checks. Some people is volunteer. Some people mentor.
Yeah. There's so many
So
different
many
ways.
many ways that you could give. You could give back, man. And it doesn't stop with you because you, like I said, you gotta lead. You gotta lead by example, and it's gonna inspire other people
Yeah.
in the community, people that you even thought of. I mean, like, oh, if they can do it,
You can do it too.
we could do it too,
That's what
man.
people just need to see that spark. They need to see that it can be done, you know? They need to see that you don't have to be this big business, this corporation.
Mhm.
You know, it can just be a one-person show and you can still make it happen. You know, you can have 500 employees and you still can make it happen.
Yeah.
It just starts with one seed.
Yeah, and like give freely, nothing in return, nothing in expectation. No, because when you do that, man, God is gonna bless.
It's gonna
you
bless you.
us even more.
Yeah.
You know, and God can bless us even
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
You know, just like you said, just going back when we was putting our own money,
For now,
putting money to, like, even though it was hard, but putting our own money, buying the toy, buying the
all
book
the
bags,
things, yeah.
doing all these things.
And then the thing is that our first year doing it too, we weren't even sure how it was going to come out. We were like, we didn't even know if people are going to show up. We don't know nothing. This is our first time. Like,
But we did promote it. Like
we did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we did promote it.
Yeah.
It's one thing. It's one thing if you're having something and you say, no, I'm just gonna have something. You don't promote it. You don't. Now you got.
If people don't know, they won't come.
They won't come. So you gotta. There's no excuse because you have social media. You have other people in your circle that you could let know about what you're doing. So
And collaborate too. Collaboration is a huge thing.
Yeah.
That's why we've grown so much. It's to collaborate with other people, businesses, different people, and to get that out there. Even with our toy giveaway, we collaborate with some photographers who's giving out free holiday pictures.
Yeah.
So it's
And funny thing is, like, you may have client, and that's we had this conversation.
yeah.
And and I was telling Jesus, like, we have clients. You never know, right? You never know until you ask.
Yeah.
Would you like to donate? Would you like to donate your time, donate your money? You never know.
You never know.
You never know. I'm telling you, it works because
Open your mouth and ask.
it asks.
Because people are they're sometimes I'm so afraid to ask people because I'm like, man, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be like, give me some money. And so I'm not that anymore, but I used to be afraid to ask, even if I'm asking for help. Hey, can you help volunteer? Hey, we need to help.
Yep.
I used to be so afraid to ask. And I remember I was like, man, I'm going to reach out to one of my clients and be like, hey, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, would you like? And they were like, oh my goodness, of course. And now every year they're the one who reached out to me. Okay, are you doing it when you need it? So don't be like Gigi. Ask. Open your mouth and ask, because you'll be so surprised of how many people out there that see the impact or want to be part of it, and they're just waiting for that invitation for you to ask them.
Absolutely. That's so
Ask y'all.
Ask, yeah, seriously, ask. And collaboration, like you said, collaboration is, I think, is one of that helps it grow, like, because we collaborate with people that we know, people that we don't know, like, reach out to.
Yeah.
And you had a person, it was a bank.
A bank? Yeah,
Bank
just randomly send me an email, like out of nowhere. They're like, hey, we saw your flyer. Do you need any book bags, or how can we help? I'm like, yes, of course you can help. So that's I'm telling you, it's like the people that help will come.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just need you to start that spark.
Yeah.
Especially if you are a business owner, or entrepreneur, that should be one of the foundation too, is that give back, that community give back.
Yeah.
That should be one of the pillars that you stand on. And I always say this. I'm like, you can take all of my companies away from me, but my foundation, that I'm gonna keep. So
And they have the right motive, like when you see that.
no
right?
expectation.
Yeah, no expectation.
We didn't expect. But I'm telling you, we didn't expect when we first did. We didn't expect nothing. Well, I'm like, I don't care if you're my client. In fact, I prefer you not.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it
really matter.
mattered.
We made everything so simple too, and we realized there was like a whole group of people who wasn't getting that information. So we try our best to make sure when we promote it in different languages,
Yeah.
so people can know. As hard as it is to believe, like some people can't read, some people can't write, and so a lot of times it's like you got to go online, you got to fill the registration out. People don't have access to anything. It's hard to believe those things. So we made everything simple and fair for everyone. You come in, do what you gotta do, bounce out.
Take pictures.
So make everything easy. It's you. So you make your rules. You don't have to do it. Look what other people are doing and try to mimic what they're doing. And I can't do this because now I need this whole marketing team. I need this whole branding team. I need this whole campaign. No, create a Facebook account. Start with a Facebook account until you get that website. It's so much easier right now.
Yeah, that's it. It's just it's inspired other people to do the same. Like it's saying, it doesn't stop with us. It doesn't stop with us. But yeah, that's giving back is, like you say, should be one of your pillar. If you write in your business plan, if you write in your brand plan, whatever it is, add that in there.
Yes.
Find ways as a couple in business, as entrepreneur, in business, find ways to add that part in there. Now you might not be able to do it the first month or the first year of your business, but as you grow, add that in your plan, and you will see, man. You will see that God will continue to bless you. That's
So we want to know too. We're going to leave this challenge for everyone. We want to know, going into the new year or the new season, wherever you may be, is like what we want to challenge you to see how you can give back. And if you are giving back, we want to know too. Like leave a comment, send us a DM, email us. Like we want to know how you're giving back.
What foundation that you're giving back to all
different ways and stuff like that. Like if you want to collaborate, like this is all part of it too. It's also part of our Pillow Talk to Profit community too, for couples and entrepreneurs who are in business together, whether you are in business working together or separately. So make sure to go to our website, www.thedynamicduospeaks.com, and join the community. It's free to join the community, and we would love to hear from you.
I'm gonna leave this. Find ways, like you don't have to go broke in your business to give back. Some people have a plan. This how we're gonna do it. Give freely. That's my message, man. That's it, man. Ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
You've been listening to the Risk Taker Podcast, created for those who bet on themselves and build beyond limits. Make sure to follow us at Risk Taker Podcast, leave a review, and let us know how this episode inspired you. To get in touch, email teams at owigmultimedia.com. Until next time, keep taking the risk and keep chasing your dreams.